I'm Ed Steckley, and I head up the Manhattan chapter of the National Cartoonist Society. And I'm down in Lower Manhattan, not far from Wall Street. And the chapter is currently in the middle of its first post-COVID chapter meetup. This is a big day. Everyone's been cooped up just like everybody else. And we don't want to do any more Zoom meetups because we actually like each other. So this should be interesting. We're on Stone Street in Manhattan, and these are the post-COVID chapter get-together people, and they're all waving hi. Here we have National Cartoonist Society President Jason Chatfield. Jason Chatfield, is that a beer you're drinking?
Oh, hello! I didn't see you there. Yeah, this is apple juice with a little bit of ice. Keeps you honest.
And here's Ellen Liebenthal. Ellen,
Yeah, hi.
is it nice to be back out?
It's great to see everyone again.
Some of our members who have come out to this include Sam Viviano. Sam, how's it feel to be out in public again?
Oh, it's great. It's great. It's a breath of fresh air to see and talk to and smell all of my friends again after all this time.
Here we have chapter member Mike Cavallero and all the way from Connecticut, Maria Scrivan. And I know they're listening because they're waving.
Can you cut that? Cut the check. That's it. I'm out. Yeah.
Here we have friend of the NCS and old pal and legend, Mort Gerber. Mort, how's it feel to be back in downtown Manhattan?
Is this where I am?
at those names, that talent. It's something that you'll never find in one place again. From the moment I walked into my first Burnt Toast Gang meeting, it was as if I had found long-lost friends. From that moment, over 30 years ago, the Burnt Toast Gang has been family. We've been through happy times and sad ones too. For 36 years, the highlight of the Burnt Toast Gang's calendar was our summer lunch called the Bunny Bash. We would have cartoonists from New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, from all over the country, and even occasionally international cartoonists would join us. Upwards of 150 cartoonists and their spouses. It was an incredible time. Besides our monthly lunch, we also do charity events for St. Jude's Hospital and the Inkwell Foundation. Yes, that's real toast. That's our Burnt Toasty Award, given to a well-deserving spouse of a cartoonist. And this is our Toast and Gielli Award, a play on the name of one of our more famous members. We also gathered together to judge category awards for the Rubens. When the pandemic hit, we quickly switched over to having Zoom lunches. Surprisingly, most of our members took to it rather well, and we're still doing it, even though we're now meeting back in person. One of our favorite events of the year is the Bill Cressy Memorial Spooky Drawing. All of the cartoonists get together and do a spooky drawing for our Halloween meeting.
Hello, NCS Fest. This is Carolyn Belewski, chapter chair of the Washington, D.C. chapter, reporting in with our update on the past year. Of course, because of the pandemic, things have been different, but we've been able to utilize Discord and do jurying for this year's Reuben Division Awards. We all wear funny hats to the meetings, so that makes things fun. Last year, I was coordinating the Kansas City Reuben Award Weekend Children's Hospital visit right before the lockdown started taking place, and I was planning on having a printed NCS activity book published for the kids. Of course, that got halted and the in-person event got canceled. Instead, we made a pay-what-you-can downloadable PDF available from the NCS shop as we speak right now. You can download this. This book features over 50 NCS cartoonists, and it was great to be able to work with Sergio Aragonés on the cover, so go download the book and enjoy. Our very own Barbara Dale was showcased in the news for documenting the pandemic using toilet paper rolls. Here's the local news clip, and yes, they unfortunately messed up on Tom Gammel's name, but that's, we know who he is. We know him.
I felt so isolated and alone during the pandemic.
Didn't we all? Barbara Dale spent her alone time here in her Baltimore studio. You've seen Barbara's well-known work, the Stanley Family comic strip, Dale cards and merchandise, and on and on. Her latest creation came early in 2020 after a bad car accident.
And I was kind of in a fog, and I came up into the studio.
And she spotted a bin of toilet paper tubes.
Pulled them all out on the floor and said, what form does COVID take? And it became moment, and endless succession of moments.
Nearly 200 moments, each tube documenting a moment in a year where everything was topsy-turvy.
For some bizarre reason, I dreamt about Danny DeVito. Ruth Bader Ginsburg dies the next day.
Black Lives Matter, is that here somewhere?
Right over here. Remembering George Floyd, Black Lives do matter. One of my favorite moments was, remember Giuliani's hair drip? Boy, what a visual that was. The moment I saw it on television, I went, that is a toilet paper tube.
The cicada invasion? Oh, it's there. Barbara getting COVID tested and vaccinated. And of course, Bernie's there.
It was just playing. And then all of a sudden it took shape and I went, oh, this is interesting.
Word got out among fellow cartoonists. Nathan Gamel, cartoonist for The Simpsons, decided to contribute.
He sent me the Gammo family sampler of toilet paper tubes. People have sent me rolls from New Mexico, Arkansas, California, Florida in the mailboxes. It's really nice. It's really nice. Talk about supporting the arts, you know.
This is an art piece, but you're done. There's no more toilet paper.
Well, here's the thing, Denise, you know, we have the Delta variant. No.
A gallery showcase of recent work by our finest Washington, D.C. cartoonists. Thank you, NCS. Hope to see more of everyone in 2022.
Hello, this is Kim Dwinell, and we are on this really exciting NCS field trip to Stewart Ing Books. Woo! Wave hi, everybody.
What a surprise.
And hey, here we've got Andy Mitchell. What are you looking at, Andy?
I'm looking at a gorgeous book by a French artist I've just discovered and know you cannot have.
Very cool. Okay, thanks.
honor to do this. I think I must be the guinea pig doing this the first time for the Texas Cartoonists, and I'm honored that you asked.
Texas Cartoonists, the Lone Star chapter of the National Cartoonist Society, includes NCS and local chapter members from the Dallas, Fort Worth, San Antonio, Austin, and Houston areas. To join us, send me an email or visit our website.
Hi, this is Andrew Farago of the Northern California National Cartoonist Society, wishing everybody a happy Rubens weekend. Congratulations to all the winners, to all the runners-up. I voted for you. I don't know what happened, but we'll get them next year. So it's been quite a year for us here in Northern California. We've spent the year avoiding human contact, staying out of daylight, and locked up in our offices and studios, reading comics and writing and drawing, and actually that has not been as much of a hardship as it would be for most people. But we're hanging in there. We've actually added some new members this year, so we're excited about that. The Cartoon Art Museum, my workplace, has reopened to the public, so we're thrilled that we're getting back on track with our exhibitions and our educational programs for kids and up-and-coming cartoonists. My wife Shannon Garrity has her first graphic novel, The Dire Days of Willow Manor, drawn by Christopher Baldwin, that came out this year, so that was exciting. And I was told we were still doing the formal dress code for this. I'm a little bit disappointed with some of the other chapters here, yeah, let's step it up. This is this is our big weekend. Thanks very much, everybody, for all the hard work you've done, and can't wait to see everybody in Kansas City next year. Thanks.
Greetings from the Great Lakes chapter. This is our 2021 update. The Great Lakes chapter is comprised of members mostly from Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, and Northern Kentucky. The events of 2020 and 2021 were mostly Zoom meetings, thanks to the dumpster fire we know as the pandemic. But we did have one live Comic-Con in Akron. Looking ahead, we plan to continue using Zoom, and then we hope very soon to resume in-person meetings. Zoom meetings gave us more chances to meet as a chapter, since our membership is fairly spread out. We'd meet about every other month for 1 or 2 hours, and the format was fairly straightforward. Introductions, guest speaker and Q&A time, announcements, social time, and still managed to keep the door prize. We'd like to give a big shout out to our guest speakers, Brian Ballinger, Glenn McCoy, Jim Benton, Rob Harrell, David Swartz, Dave Coverly, Jenny Campbell, Bill Morrison, and those yet to come. They've really made the meetings interesting and given us a good reason to tune in. This is what a Great Lakes chapter Zoom meeting might look like on any given month, and I thought I'd share our frequent visitors, guests, members, and speakers with you for your viewing pleasure, and we greatly appreciate everybody's participation in these. Here's proof that we actually did come out of our studios for a brief time to actually do an in-person event. This was last November at the Akron Comic-Con, also dubbed last year as a Pandemicon. And as you can tell, we all had a very good time. One of the True gems of the cartooning universe is the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum. The Billy, as it's known, is right at the center of our region at Ohio State University in Columbus, Ohio. They curate many exhibits and events each year, and you can often catch them in person, or if you can't be there in person, as many times we couldn't this year, you can also check them out virtually. Occasionally, the Great Lakes chapter is able to assist them when it makes sense, but usually we just really enjoy attending and seeing what they put together. They do an excellent job, and if you haven't gone out to their website, you should check it out and see what they're up to. So, from the Great Lakes chapter, we wish everybody a happy Rubens. Congratulations to all the nominees and winners for the various Reuben Awards. And to everybody, keep up the great work, and we hope to see you in person at the next Reuben Awards.
What was that?